Hello, my name is Erica Williams. I'm student 4 of Group 10, and I did the review and summation portion of the presentation. Okay, so a little review of what we know about this case. It was in July of 1991 in suburban Connecticut. There were two young boys that were attacked by multiple teenagers attempting to steal their bicycles. The two victims were accosted at knife point while they were fishing at a pond in Connecticut. Then they were bound by duct tape, beaten with baseball bats, and then dragged into the pond at an attempt to drown. The initial victim, freed himself, and he was able to save his friend as well, or free his friend as well. And then the two of them went into the local community to seek help from some of the residents. There was an exhaustive investigation that was conducted, and there were 3 suspects that were quickly apprehended. In order to link the suspects to the crime, the investigators collected the sneakers and the soaking wet clothing from the victims and the suspected assailants that were also apprehended. But in order to link them, they did analyzation of sediment that was encrusted onto the sneakers for both the victims and the assailants, and they analyzed that for aquatic microorganisms. During the analysis, there were numerous species of diatoms and scaled chirosophytes or planktonic algae that were found on the sneakers, and also from the reference samples of pond sediment that was collected. They did also note that there were a lot of similarities between the samples and the evidence that was collected. You'll see on the next slide the table that was procured in order to see all the species that were found within the analysis, the algal species, but the dominant species that was discovered within the samples and the evidence was the Malamonas caudata. Overall, the findings supported the conclusion, and they decided that all of the samples originated from either common or even the same locality. Here we have the table of the limnology analysis that was conducted during the investigation, and it lists all the diatoms and the algae or the algal species that were discovered during the analysis. And highlighted at the bottom is that one that I mentioned that was the dominant species, the Malamonas caudata, and that was abundant within the sample, among others, but that was the most dominant one. Here's the reference for the article we used in order to do this case study. Thank you for your time.